Tuesday saw Israeli tanks reach the city center of Rafah, the last holdout of the last remaining Hamas battalions, as the Jewish state continues its humane and justified counterattack against the terrorist group after the atrocities of October 7th. The push into Rafah has occasioned much criticism from international organizations like the UN, from the leadership of European countries like Ireland, Spain, and Norway, which have all seemingly in retaliation moved to recognize a Palestinian state. It has occasioned criticism from Washington, D.C. as well. That criticism saw an intensification over the weekend when an Israeli airstrike reportedly touched off a fire in a refugee tent zone outside of the city, which reportedly killed somewhere around 45 Palestinian civilians, along with two top Hamas commanders. The Israeli government and military immediately accepted full responsibility for the attack, with Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu calling it a tragic incident. That, of course, was not enough for the Jewish state's critics around the world, but it does raise an interesting point. For Israel, for the Israel Defense Forces, the death of any civilian is indeed a tragic incident. It brings with it a lengthy and thorough system of investigations, ensuring that if there have been any violations of rules of engagement or the laws of war, the violators are held responsible. As has been extensively documented, the IDF takes far more care than any other modern fighting force to avoid civilian casualties in its attacks against Hamas. Which brings us to the real question here. Why is there such a high risk of civilian casualty in this conflict? Well, that's down, of course, to Hamas's central tactic, which is embedding its men and material in densely populated civilian areas, both as a way of increasing the tactical and strategic difficulty of reaching military targets, surrounded as they are by men, women, children, hospitals, schools, and mosques. It also creates what might be called a political difficulty for Israel, in the sense that with every successful attack, there can be collateral damage among civilians, which then provides more ammunition to critics both of Israel at large and specifically of its current war with Hamas. But the fact remains that these deaths are part and parcel of Hamas's standard operating procedure to, as it were, liberate the Palestinians by having Hamas sacrifice them in their great numbers as a form of protective camouflage and tactical delay against the IDF. The real issue here is that the responsibility for these tragedies lies, of course, with Hamas, with its leadership. That fact does not seem to have penetrated, certainly the UN, certainly many European nations, and most tragically, the Biden administration as well.